You ever look at your life and think, if nothing changes, if things keep going on this path the way they are, what does my future actually look like? Not your fantasy future, not the one you hope he'll grow into. I mean, the real future. The version of life that comes from staying exactly where you are with a man who has shown you who he is over and over again. I know, that's a scary question. But it's the question that helped me finally save myself. And if I'm being honest with you, it's the question that sets most women free. So today we're going to talk about what really happens if you don't leave. Not to scare you, but to clear your vision. Because fear without clarity keeps you stuck. But fear with clarity, that becomes courage. If you're anything like I was, you've already felt it. That sinking feeling in your stomach, that quiet whisper saying, I can't do this for another year, or 5, or 10. Your mind already knows, but your heart is fighting you because you're afraid of starting over, afraid of making the wrong choice, afraid of breaking up the family, afraid of wasting the years you've already put in. But girl, I'm about to tell you something nobody told me in time. The real wasted years are the ones you spend waiting for a man to become someone he has no intention of being. Let that land for a minute. So the question isn't, what if he changes? The real question is, what happens to me if I stay? What happens to you if you stay? So here's what happens if you stay. Number 1, if you stay, your life shrinks. When a man is stuck, your life gets stuck with him. Your dreams stop growing. Your happiness gets smaller. Your confidence gets quieter. Your sparkle dims just a bit every year. And you don't even notice it happening because you're too busy surviving, hoping, and trying to keep the peace. But the version of you that God, the universe, your soul, whomever you trust created, is not meant to live small, scared, or silent. You feel that truth, don't you? The second thing that happens if you stay, your kids learn the same story. I want you to hear this gently, with love, not judgment. Your kids don't learn love from what you tell them. They learn it from what they see you live. You can't be all do as I say, not as I do kind of thing with your kids, especially if you want them to grow up and have healthy relationships and be healthy people themselves. Your sons, your daughters will learn that's what love looks like. That's what love does. That's what love feels like. That tightness they feel in their little stomachs when you and their father are arguing, those emotional outbursts that they see, the threats, the slammed doors, the crying, the fists through the walls, the yelling, the silence, the tension in the house that you think they don't notice, they do. Their bodies notice everything. And here's the part that's hard to admit. They will start to feel comfortable in that dysfunction because it's familiar. And often kids don't grow up choosing what's healthy. They choose what feels like home. So ask yourself, is this the version of home you want them to repeat? Because they will, unless you choose something different first. And you're not choosing against their dad or your husband. You're choosing for them and for yourself. So really ask yourself, if nothing changes, who do I become? And who do they become? Number 3, the next thing that happens if you stay is that you betray your future self. Do you know what hurts most long term? It's not the marriage, it's the self-betrayal. Waking up 5 years from now, realizing you could have been in the best shape of your life, healed, thriving in your career, traveling, laughing, dating someone who actually matches your energy, living in a peaceful, loving home. becoming the woman you know you were born to be. But instead, you stay loyal to fear, loyal to suffering, loyal to potential, loyal to a man who didn't choose growth. That is the real heartbreak. Number 4, if you stay, the cycle repeats. And I want you to hear this calmly, not anxiously. Men don't magically transform after 7 years, or 10, or 15. If he wanted to be different, he would be on that path already. Not when you threaten to leave. Not when he's scared of losing you. Not when you've packed your bags for the 5th time. Consistency shows character. If he wanted to show up as the man you prayed for, you would already be with that version of him. So ask yourself, am I staying for who he is or for who I'd wish he'd be? So those are just a few things that'll happen if you stay. Now I want you to close your eyes for a second. Imagine your life after 1 year of choosing you. Imagine waking up in peace. Imagine laughing again. Imagine smiling for real. Imagine not being scared in your own home. Imagine your kids seeing you happy. Imagine them not being scared in their own home. Imagine remembering who you were before all of this pain and becoming her again, becoming your whole next level you. That life is possible, but only if you stop choosing the version of you that suffers, that's unfulfilled, and walking around in a catatonic state. If this spoke to you, come closer. I want you to grab my divorce readiness guide because it walks you through exactly how to prepare emotionally, financially, mentally, and spiritually to leave with peace, power, and a plan, not panic and chaos. Part 4 of this series is coming soon. Watch this video next. You don't have to do this alone. Come with me, girl, I got you. Until next time, remember, you don't have to stay loyal to suffering. Take care of you.